energy.
From the 45, don't get out of line. Yeah. Ooh, 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 pick a side. Only double lines we cross is dollar signs. Yeah. Ooh, 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 hold up, wait.
Hello family, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, my name is JP, and if you're returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be discussing some of the things that I've done to prepare for Invisalign. If this is your first time seeing my face, I'm 36 years old, a wife and a mother to a 20-year-old son. For years, I've dreamed about having a straighter smile, so I decided that this year would be my year to accomplish my goal of getting a straighter smile. In a perfect world, I would have been able to hop right into Invisalign, but unfortunately, that's not my case. I did undergo a couple extractions prior to being considered for Invisalign. So the first set of extractions that I did was my wisdom teeth. That was done on March the 27th. I'll insert some footage of that now.
I need your loving, so fresh, so clean. Love me in and out, I'm feeling lean. Changing you, don't worry, I'm standing still. I'm moving with the right away. This is
I had my wisdom teeth extracted for medical necessity. They were severely impacted, and the dentists that I've seen inquiring about Invisalign in the past have all told me that in order to qualify, I would have to have my wisdom teeth removed. So I knew that that was going to be the first step towards getting Invisalign. The heal time for my wisdom teeth extractions was about 3 weeks, and I was on a soft foods and liquids diet for about 6 days. And at the 4-week mark, I finally felt comfortable enough to drink out of a straw. After I had my wisdom teeth removed, I was able to see my orthodontist for the first time.
You're my favorite girl. Beautiful. You in a rush, bro. What you trying to meet your maker, darling? Oh, you running out of time, huh? Look, time ain't even real. You really need to chill.
That appointment went very, very well. It was very informative. They discussed the differences between braces and Invisalign. They also took a 3D scan of my mouth once I decided to go with Invisalign. We also discussed pricing as well. My treatment with Invisalign cost $5,998, and I was told that my treatment would last about 17 months. After that appointment, all I had to do was just sit back, be cute, and wait on my trays to arrive. So a few days after my orthodontist appointment, my orthodontist did call and give me the option to consider having my premolars extracted for cosmetic reasons. Unlike my wisdom teeth, which were taken out due to medical reasons because they were severely impacted, my premolars were more so cosmetic. So that took a little bit more consideration for me to do because I didn't necessarily have to have my premolars extracted in order to partake in Invisalign treatment. My orthodontist was explaining to me that although Invisalign would straighten my teeth, it would not correct my flare that I have on the top, nor would it correct my overbite. So I did take a few days to consider the healing time, you know, having to undergo another extraction and be awake, because he did say that I would have to be awake for the second extraction of my premolars. I decided to go ahead and go for it. extraction of my premolars is super duper fresh. I just had it 7 days ago. I decided to move forward with the premolars extraction because I wanted to be totally satisfied with the outcome of my Invisalign treatment. It took about an hour for all of my premolars to be extracted, and y'all, that was the most traumatic experience that I've had in hell forever. Okay, it just was so traumatizing to me. I was up first and foremost, hearing them saw away at my teeth or use something that sounds like a saw child. I felt like I was in a doggone horror movie. Hearing my bones crack, my teeth crack from them using, you know, whatever tool that they use to grip it, to pull it out of the gum, to feeling them jar the teeth out of my mouth and holding, you know, my face and my teeth to get to another tooth. Like, y'all, it was way too much for me. I was literally in the chair during majority of the procedure, shaking like a leaf on the tree. If I could do the process all over again, I would have opted to go to an oral surgeon, just like I did for my wisdom teeth, versus having the dentist pull the teeth out. I feel like my heal time would have been faster. I wouldn't have endured so much bruising and discoloration to my gums due to the extraction. And I just feel like I would have had a more pleasurable experience because I would have been asleep during the extraction versus being up. And as you can see here, my premolars are gone, top and bottom on both sides. I'm currently still healing. I do have, well, the day that they did the extraction, I did have some stitches placed on the top and the bottom on both sides. As of today, post my premolar extraction, I am still taking my antibiotic as well as my pain medication. For pain, the dentist did prescribe me 800 milligram ibuprofen. And I think for the anti-infection, they prescribed me amoxicillin. All of that brings us to today, May the 15th. Today is the day that we receive our Invisalign. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, more excited, but I'm a little nervous. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel once they put the Invisalign on. My concern, of course, is the extraction sites where I've had my premolars taken out. I'm hoping that I don't experience any additional discomfort from having still being in the healing phase, especially down here at the bottom. We are doing the dang thing. Worst case scenario, I get there, it's too uncomfortable for me, and we push back my treatment maybe a week or two so that I can get further along in my healing journey for my premolars extraction. But to be honest with y'all, I'm hoping that I don't have to go that route and we can get started today. So I hope this information has been helpful up until this point. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. If I get enough questions, I'll come back and do a question and answer for you guys. And also be sure to stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if this is your first time here. I will be regularly posting updates. I'm not quite sure how frequently, but I will be posting frequent updates on my journey, just letting you know how things are going for me, how I'm feeling, if there have been any changes, and just to document my progress overall. So let's go ahead and get out of here. I'll see you guys when I'm at the orthodontist office.
This is what they look like. You know, this is with the teeth that haven't been, you know, like on the model, it's just showing like the teeth haven't been extracted. But I'm going to turn to the side here and I'm going to press play. Then you're going to see them kind of gray out a little bit. Boom, you see? And then it's starting to shrink because...
Oh, there we go.
See, yeah.
Oh, because we're missing. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
It's going to bring all this back. Now, hear this. This is a 40 trade. But remember, this is a good... Now, this is what we're hoping to see. And that bite corrects beautifully. You see that?
Oh,
So
girl,
you
look
start
at that,
here,
baby.
and you get to this. Out a little bit, make sure you can feel it. Get that rubber band. Come back here. Try to loop it on there. There we go. And then right across. Boom. I know. 26 here, 27 here, 25 here. You lose 26, just jump to number 27. If it fits, we continue on. If 26 is lost and 27 does not fit, you jump back to 25, which is like right here in this area.
Okay. Hey you guys, I hope that you all are safe and well. It is currently June the 2nd, and as of today, I am in week 3 of my Invisalign trays. I wanted to just go over a couple of things with you guys, catch you up, and show you the items that I brought home with me day 1 of my Invisalign treatment. So the last time you guys saw me, we were in our orthodontist office, and they not only gave me some brackets, I'll show you guys, here on this tooth as well as this one. You might not be able to see it, but those brackets act as anchors for my rubber bands. So they put those on. They also put some buttons on my teeth. I'll give you guys a close-up. You can kind of see, maybe not really, here it protrudes a little bit, and up here they kind of look like little knobs. Here are my Invisalign trays. The typical Invisalign case has about 20 different trays. However, because your girl has a bit of a special case, right? In my treatment plan, I have 40 trays. Yes, you heard it. Your girl has 40 trays. And I've been instructed by my orthodontist to change out my trays every Wednesday. Today is Sunday, so in a few days, I will start my week 4 trays. But this is the box that my trays came in. I'm not gonna flip it around too much because it does have some personal information of mine on the trays, but the box does slide out like this. As you can see, I have my different trays here, again from week 1 to week 12. Example again of what my trays look like. This is week 1. I've been told to keep the trays as I am transitioning forward in my Invisalign treatment. Next up, I received this cute little Invisalign box. We have some cleaning crystals. It is super important when you're in Invisalign to remain, to keep your oral hygiene up to par. And one thing that they supply you with to clean your Invisalign tray are these cleaning crystals. I have been told by the orthodontist and the dental hygienist that this is equivalent to baking soda. So obviously, because I have so many trays, this little packet may not necessarily be enough to clean all of my trays. I can use baking soda also when I run out, or I could simply just brush my Invisalign trays as I do my teeth, and that's what Lastly, I received this Invisalign bag. Of the essentials that I have in my bag are my toothbrush. I just have it wrapped up in this napkin and in this sandwich bag. I also have what is left of the rubber bands that I use for my mouth. Again, these are some orthodontic rubber bands and they're colorful. I do have green rubber bands now. In this particular bag, the rubber band colors are pink, purple, green, and orange. And this is what they look like, just super small. The dentist's office did give me a bunch of rubber bands. I'll show you guys those in just a bit, but this is the one that I'm currently carrying in my little baggie. I also have some Arm & Hammer toothpaste. And lastly, I have my Invisalign case. Remember, this case came in this box, in this insert like so. This is what the little case looks like. You open it up, you put your trays down here at the bottom, and it has the Invisalign logo at the top there. And you just close it and it keeps your Invisalign trays nice and secure. And it says Invisalign on the inside of this black bag. Before I stuffed it with all of my daily essentials, it came with this black box, and it's really nice and sleek. I was told that this was was the old packaging and kit that Invisalign or that Invisalign patients would receive. But this blue and green packaging is the new one. So they're phasing this packaging out and transitioning to this one at my orthodontist office, which I think is another reason why they so freely gave it to me. But anyway, and sidebar, I prefer this packaging better anyway because I love black. But you just open it up. It's a magnetic closure. And you open it up like this. And as you can see, we do have another box of cleaning crystals. And we also have another Invisalign tray holder, which I absolutely love. This is the exact same holder as the other one, but this one obviously has not been used. I have a booklet here. Let me try to get it out. That comes with the Invisalign tray as well as the cleaning solution or crystals, and you just have an informative booklet on what to do with your retainers or aligners, how to clean them, when should you take them out, and just encouraging quotes about, you know, the new journey that you're taking. Last thing I wanted to show you guys that I received from the orthodontist office are many bags of rubber bands. This is actually not all of them. I have 2 more bags of rubber bands. These are already open. And it's a like noodle kind of color. You can barely see them. I'll kind of put some in my hand, and my hands are clean by the way, but this is what they look like. So it's more of like a neutral color in this bag. And then these 2 bags are like the previous rubber bands that I've shown you guys that are colorful with the green, purple, pink, and orange rubber bands. Because I do change out my rubber bands every time I put my trays back in. So those are all of the things that I received from my orthodontist day 1 of my Invisalign treatment. Now let's get into the good stuff. I mean, the questions that you really want answered. How has life been since I've been in Invisalign? Well, it's been quite the journey. To be totally honest, I have really had to adjust to having these trays in my mouth. Day 1 was very uncomfortable in my personal opinion. It felt like my mouth was in jail, for lack of a better example. That night, I found it very hard to sleep, and I also had to take some 800 milligram ibuprofen to kind of subside some of the discomfort and pain. I haven't had any headaches during this process, as I figured that I would because the trays would be tight on my teeth, but it up until this point has just caused extreme discomfort. Another thing that I've experienced while being in Invisalign is teeth sensitivity. It's really altered my appetite. I do find that I'm eating a lot less, and I'm also being very selective with what I eat, staying away from crunchy foods, spicy foods, opting for meal replacements. Smoothies have been my go-to, as well as yogurts as well. And then again, you know, cooked down meats such as smothered chicken, or maybe like a ground meat dish like a spaghetti or something like that. Surprisingly, I have seen some slight improvement in my smile and some movement in just this short amount of time. Again, the latter part of my 3 weeks in Invisalign, and these 2 teeth, I'm gonna lean in a little bit. These 2 teeth here at the bottom were protruding more in the front. This one is more in its original position, so this one really hasn't moved too much. But this one was leaning forward just as this one was. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to show you and talk at the same time and also look at myself. So I apologize that I'm not looking at y'all. So please love me through it. But as you can see here, this tooth is starting to kind of come in alignment with the other tooth. This tooth here is missing. That was the premolar that I had extracted. But I am super, super surprised that I'm already seeing movement. So I'm very happy that I decided to go the Invisalign route, although it does have its inconveniences and it does deter me from eating, because who wants to go through the process of taking out the trays, brushing the teeth, brushing the trays, or cleaning the trays, putting them back in, putting new rubber bands in, like literally It is a process every single time. But up until this point, I'm super glad that I did it. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or just things in general that you want to know, leave me some comments down below. I am going to do a check-in with you guys in August. I have a follow-up appointment at my orthodontist office. They're going to take a look at my progress, and if I am progressing as they feel I should in my trays, then I am going to continue in my treatment. And at that point, I'll come home with some more trays, because again, I only have 12 weeks worth of trays. Up until my first follow-up appointment at my orthodontist office, in which I will take you guys along with me. But if I'm not seeing results, or if the dentist is not seeing the results that they're looking for up until that point, I am gonna have to transition into braces. So you guys are gonna want to stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I am going to be coming to you guys with regular Invisalign updates. I am super eager not only to see my results, but I'm also eager to share them with you guys, and just to be a point of source of information for you all. Leave me some questions, comments down below. Anything you guys want to know as it concerns to my journey, I want to be able to answer it for you guys to the best of my ability. With all that being said, this video is a wrap. Thank you guys so much for going with me to the orthodontist and getting my Invisalign. I truly appreciate you all. I hope that you also enjoyed this 3-week Invisalign update. Be sure again to stay tuned for more updates to come, as I will be documenting my entire Invisalign and or braces journey with you guys. So be sure to also hit that notification bell so that you never miss another one of my uploads. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.